Hi everyone. Let's see that various time related to a process. And these different times will be needed in the CPU scheduling algorithm. Okay, that's why we study this various times related to a process. So first one is arrival time. What is arrival time? When a process enters into ready state, then this time will be called as arrival time. Okay, so whenever a process enters into ready state, whenever whenever a process enters into ready state enters into ready state, then that time will be called as arrival time. Okay, and it is exact time, so you can say that it is a point scale of time. So let's say a process arrives at 10:30 am or a process arrives at 10:20 am. So this is the exact time. That means arrival time is a point scale of time. Second one is burst time. Burst time means the amount of CPU time required to run a process. So it is nothing but amount of CPU time to run a process. And amount of CPU time means it is a duration scale of time. For example, let's say a process run from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. So exactly how many time process needed their burst time? Exactly 1 hour. So 1 hour is nothing but a duration. So burst time is generally a amount of CPU time required to run a process, and it is duration scale of time. The next one is completion time. Completion time means process finishes its execution. So definitely process finishes its execution at exact amount of time, and this time is again point scale of time. Finishes its execution. The next one is turnaround time. Turnaround time is the difference between completion time and arrival time. Okay, it is the difference between completion time and arrival time. Means, let's say we have ready state, then run state, and let's say termination state. So from ready, run, and terminate, a process from ready to run or run to ready will either wait for some event or it will run. Okay, and again it will run means it will burst time. So there are two different times, either wait time or burst time. Either wait time or burst time, a process will go through these two types, wait time or burst time. So from ready to run, if process is present in the termination state, means it is completed means completion time, and whenever it's arrived means at the ready state, it is arrival time. So you can differentiate from ready to termination state via turnaround time. And turnaround time is completion time minus arrival time. Both are point scale of time. Completion time is also a point scale of time. Arrival time is also a point scale of time. Next is waiting time. So waiting time is turnaround time minus burst time. Okay, burst time is amount of CPU time required to finish a process, and burst time you already know that it is completion time minus arrival time. So waiting time is nothing but turnaround time minus burst time. So just note this formulas, because we will use these formulas to solve the various CPU scheduling related problems. Okay, and the last one is response time. The response time is when a process is first responded by CPU, or whenever a CPU picked a process first time, then that time will be called as response time. Okay, so response means CPU responses a process first. responses a process first time called as response time. Okay, so these are the various related time related to a process. Okay, in the next video we will see, or we will start various CPU scheduling algorithms. Okay.